Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this episode, I want to cover a topic recently raised by the accounts payable team. So the request is, let's say I have a purchase order with multiple PO lines. And when we get into the product receipt step, the actual receipt is not the exact same match with my PO lines. So as part of the accounting team, when I start doing the AP invoice, I'm wondering, okay, how I can invoice based on the actual product receipt instead of based on that PO lines initially created. So in this episode, we're going to dive straight into this topic and show you how we're going to use the match product receipt feature to manage the scenario. Okay, so having said that, let's dive straight into it. I'm going to open up accounts payable module, and then I have already created a purchase order we can review all together. All right, let's pick up the latest created purchase order 355, and you're going to see in this PO we have multiple lines. So let me move forward, and in the purchase order lines we have two line items here. So one has hardware, laptop, and there we have two quantities, and then the second line is the desktop hardware, and that's going to be 4 quantity, all right, with the unit price. And now let's say we have received the products at a warehouse level, so I'm going to simulate that operation. In the receive, I'm going to do the first product receipt. But instead of matching the exact PO lines having 2 quantities received, I actually just received the 1 item for the laptop, and all the remaining are going to come on the second receipt later on. So in my scenario, I'm going to generate 2 product receipts. One is to record at 1 quantity of laptop, and the second receipt is going to contain the remaining 5 items. Okay, so first I'm going to give a receipt number. Let's do this as the first load. Okay, and then I'm going to scroll down. Here, I only received 1 item, so I'm going to remove my second line, delete it, and then I'm going to change this quantity received. Let's move to 1, and then I'm going to do OK. And then the system is going to post the first product receipt. All right, so our first receipt has been posted. Now let's generate the second one. So I'm going to do product receipt again. And here I'm going to use the same receipt number, but adding 2 for the second one. And now you can see for the second receipt, I'm going to include all the remaining. So the 1 quantity from the laptop and all the 4 quantities for this desktop. So now I'm all good. I'm going to click OK. And we're posting the second receipt. All right, now let's say in a few weeks, the accounts payable team, they start receiving invoices. And for this particular purchase order, the first invoice they need to pay out is that 1 quantity received for that laptop. And that's actually based on your product receipt, not really based on PO lines, because on PO lines, we have already seen 2 quantities created. So in that case, if I go with standard invoicing process, so enter invoice and generate invoice, you're going to see the system is going to generate invoices based on the purchase order lines. Okay, so that's what you see here. If I scroll down, then those are the 2 lines from your PO. And if you change your quantity here to only invoice 1, the remaining 1 is not going to show up on the next invoice. So in this case, to manage this scenario, we are going to use a feature called match product receipt. So the system is going to generate invoices based on your receipt. So in our case, for example, I only interested in the first receipt for 1 quantity. So I'm going to deselect the second line. And now from here, I can do OK and continue to do yes. Okay, now let's check. If I scroll down, I have this 1 quantity created, and then for the second line, I'm going to remove it, and it's going to show up on my next available invoice. Okay, so I'm going to continue to put an invoice number here, so I'll use the same as my product receipt number, save it, and then from here, I'll be able to post my invoice. So if you do have a matching status control, then you can also do update match status. And now the status on header level change to past, so you can post it. Okay, so now it's posted. Let's check and verify only one quantity has been invoiced, right? So the total amount is 934, and we can go to lines and see this hardware laptop quantity only one. So that's as expected. Now let's verify for my next invoice. I'm going to be based on the second product receipt, including all the remainders. So in that case, let's check out. So I'm going to go back one and then come back to invoice. I will generate the invoice again by using the match product receipt functionality. So I'm going to click here. And from here, what you see is we're having the remaining one quantity for the laptop and four for the desktop. That's the whole number to be received, right? So you just check this match option. And you can also select the second line that's also matched, right? So we can do OK. And now from here, the invoice lines are going to be matched with your product receipt lines. And I'm going to finalize the process by giving a second invoice number based on the product receipt number. And then same thing, update match status, right? And then now I'm going to post again. So we're going to check the posting in a second. All right. Now let's go back to invoice. Clearly you can see I have two invoices generated. For the second line, if I go to lines, then that corresponds to all the remaining quantities for both items. All right, so that's a straightforward process. By using that match product receipt option, you're going to handle your invoicing based on the product receipt. Okay, I hope this is helpful. And if you like the content, please feel free to subscribe, comment, and let me know your thoughts. Looking forward to the next episode. Thank you guys for watching.